So, first of all, this kind of unique read. The 1990 blonde hair is a girl that Zeke cheated on me with. But it's in the upright. And I knew that when he cheated on me with her, she was making a mistake because of all the pain that he had put me through. Your heart is a treasure here. Close your eyes and remember your favorite childhood place in the Reavers. Enthusiastic in the Reavers kitchen and cook in the upright. People in your life will love you for you. Feel like you're just, if this card resonates with you, maybe at one point you decided to seek out a lover yourself. And you realized that maybe their ex was right. Maybe they weren't trying to keep you two apart. Maybe they were warning you of the right thing. And now you guys could have even broke up. You could even be in their situation where you have children and shit. And so, as far as I can see, this girl that I'm talking about is doing better without Zeke. I think. But I don't know, maybe it's not. But I know that Zeke's extremely abusive, and so she went through, unfortunately, those times herself. And so there's definitely a message here of saying, like, if another woman or another man tells you, like, anything poorly maybe about their partner, I highly doubt they're lying. I've never in my life seen anyone say anything poor about a partner that was leaving them or that they've ever dated, honestly, unless it was false. Even if they said something and you were like, she didn't do that, they're together or drama. You have feisty and flirty here, so be careful. You're coming out of a place of pain. Your name could be Joe, Johnny, Janice, Jane, Janet, Joanna, John, and it's asking you, what are you afraid of? You're probably afraid of your memories from your past. Like, if you had an abusive partner at any point, you're also afraid of the money that you're not making quite yet. You want to make more money. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. So you still have a lot of your ex energy here. You're still trying to, like, prove things. You did not wake up today to be mediocre. And so adding somebody to your life as far as love goes isn't going to make that better. You need to go through what you go through, and you need to grow through it. It says you need to be authentic, too. You're not being yourself. The people will love you in your life for who you are. And it says also beauty begins the moment that you decide to be yourself here. Life is taught, and so am I. So somebody taught you some things in your life that maybe you're accepting into your life. And it's saying great things never come from comfort zones. And so right now some of you guys are only going, like, with what your beliefs are about things. And honestly, it's not doing the trick. You're realizing that with what you know, this is where it led you. And you also heard information, if we were going back to the beginning of this read, that said, girl, I'm telling you right now, like, and I did tell this one chick, I said, I'm not out here in Alaska working on fishing vessels for no reason. I said, oh, I already know why you're out in Alaska. You're out in Alaska because he cheated on you with Randolph or whatever. I said, it was Randy. But yeah. And she's like, yeah, we know. I know. We've talked about it, and we still decided we're moving forward. Oh, the two of you are moving forward in my home while I'm paying the mortgage in Alaska from a fucking fishing vessel? It was pretty bad for me. Anyways, I'm sure it was worse for her, because I heard a lot of stories that sounded real similar to what I went through. Like how she'd lock herself in the fucking bathroom while I was drunk and raging on the other side of the door trying to beat it in for hours straight. Yep. But she had worse. She had 2 of his kids. She sometimes tells me, too, you will never be his biological. I'm so glad for that. I don't know where in your fucking lunatic mind made you think that I wanted to be his biological kid's mother, but I don't. I was with him for a decade. I'm well aware of his fucking family's mental health issues, and fucking, we don't need it. So this person could be watching you still. They could just feel like feeling like a little bit resentful. If you're the person that told somebody else, I don't think that's the best idea. Yeah, Princess of Coins here in the Reavers. So they didn't get shit, bro. You ain't a princess. Like, this is woman to woman. This is not a good idea. Man to man, this is not a good idea. You actually maybe did something very different than the average person did when it came to somebody stealing your person. And that's why I wrote that card. You cannot steal a cheater. And there's no such thing as I'm going to take your man or woman. You cannot take somebody that was willing to leave, that was willing to hurt us. And so have him, I'm just letting you know, like, he's a bit of a handful, to say the least. Now this person's watching you, as usual. They've been watching you the whole time. They were watching you because they thought you were a threat. They were scared if you were going to come back around and start wanting your man back. And now they've been watching you on the low too, because, like, you're a mentor to them. Even though this person may not have listened to you that day, they definitely can see that you were correct. And they also appreciate whether they'll say that to you, the way that you spoke that information. And I know that I do. I appreciate the way that she would respond to me sometimes too. And so we learned a lot woman to woman going through that experience. Neither one of us are with them anymore, and we don't seem to have any issues. I don't like her, and I don't think she likes me. But that's something that I'm sure we can sit down and work through. I do believe so. I believe she probably feels so too. See, the thing about people leaving when you get a new person is... There you go. I was thinking about you, Brooke. But that was for you, directly. Evans. Anyways, woo! Smells just like a fucking raunchy breath. Anyways, woo! Says 70% of the shit you never happens as you worry about, but 30% does, bitch. Anyways, this is an opportunity where you might get to actually deal with that now. Some of you guys may actually go through a karmic situation where you're now going to apply the same thing. It's a domino effect, and so if you do, you get it. So if you're somebody who obtained somebody's man by... we talked about it and we decided to be together shit, you may lose your man or woman, it possibly sounds like, the same way that you got them. So prepare for that, and prepare for this lesson to be a mature thing. Like, you are there to just warn people about whatever comes to mind. You don't sit there and have to think about it. You should be surprised. You should be hearing for this for the first time and just being like, damn, you know, and then whatever comes out of your mouth is going to let you know truly, like, who you are as a person. Are you like, fuck you, bitch, you ain't taking nothing? Are you cool? Are you just like, how are you as a person? Like, what do you say? What do you think? How do you feel? That's going to tell you how much power this person has over you, and also how much it's delayed your life as far as, like, growing mature wise. Respectful leaders wouldn't let you be walked all over. That's how you get management positions, is that you set boundaries, firm ones, and people know that the rules with you. And there's no getting by. So if you guys want to be promoted, if you want to be elevated, if you want to have more, you actually have to start tolerating less, and you have to, it's not your information, it's your delivery. Say what you mean, but don't say it mean.